Local Music Monday, live and direct from Disruption Network Studios. It is our 6-year anniversary here at the D. Yeah! I can't believe we made it this far. Thank you, everybody. And we are live. We've got some guests in the house, but before we get to the guests, I got to give some love and respect out to the sponsors. If not for the sponsors, this podcast is not possible. We've got an amazing show happening at the Stanley Theater happening Saturday, February 18th. I don't even know the date anymore. I don't know what the hell's going on in my brain today. But anyways, Saturday, February 18th. Saturday, February 18th, we are going to be at the Stanley Theater with Sophistafunk and friends. And if anybody remembers, our 2nd-year anniversary featured Sophistafunk at the old Devereaux. That was a great time, great party. So we're bringing that party over to the Stanley Theater. Features Mike Ganser from Aqueous, Sam Kinninger, Joe Driscoll's going to open the show. Lots of friends coming to town. It's going to be a great time. Make sure you get your tickets at thestanley.org or just go to the box office and save some money on Ticketmaster fees and whatnot. We won't get into the whole crook of Ticketmasters, but anyway,
we could go on another rant podcast.
Yeah, we'll save that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's save that.
Or the $5,900 Super Bowl tickets.
$5,900
on Ticketmaster,
and it's going to go up even more.
Yeah,
too.
there's probably nosebleed seats. That's ridiculous. Sure. Come on, man. And then you see the stadium's full of people, and you're like, where do all these people get their money from? They can just go to the Super Bowl for $6,000.
Cash in their crypto.
Yeah, right?
Also, got to give some love to Joey's at 307. If you want a good meal this week, give them a call today at 315-864-3527. They do it up big over there. If you need catering, they can take care of you. They got a revolving dinner menu, and they've got like the best seafood going in Utica today. So give them a call. They're always busy. Set up a reservation. Tell them Uncle Z sent you. Also, tell Utica Coffee Uncle Z sent you there, too, because we're drinking some delicious coffee today. I don't even know what we're drinking. It's really, really good, though.
I'm guessing it's one of the Z blends, which is normally, no, it's not. It's not like the 14 things you got left over. Because honestly, God, whenever it kicks me in the teeth, I'm like, holy shit.
It's a variety,
it's
usually.
Definitely a variety blend, yeah.
WakeTheHellUp.com. You can find them online. I got to give a shout out to my boy, Dave Longaretto, who's been keeping me out of trouble since like the early 90s. He's a great lawyer, a great attorney. Give him a call today if you need some legal advice at 315-735-6162. Thank you to my friends over at Saranac Brewery. Thank you to my friends at Ballsy. You want some clean nuts today? If you want to clean your balls, clean your genitalia.
I just did.
Go to ballwash.com. Did you use the promo code?
Huh?
Did you use the promo code?
No, I didn't order. I'm saying I just used it today.
Oh,
when I took a shower.
You're all nut rubbed up?
Nut rubbed up. I'm ready to go. There's no chafing.
None.
I smell good down there.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sure Jessica loves that.
Not that I would let anybody down there. I mean, that's just disgusting. But, fuck, man.
Go to ballwash.com. Use promo code members only. Get you a 15% discount. Also, got to give a shout out to our boy Chillin' with the Rick. He's got the shirt on today. Justin's rocking the shirt.
Chillin' with Rick, remember. It's Chillin' with Rick.
Oh, Chillin' with Rick. Sorry.
With Rick, yeah.
Yeah, Chillin' Smith.
Chillin' Smith.
Go to his Facebook page. Give him a like. Join his group. You can find him on YouTube. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's doing some good stuff. We're both going to be on a show this summer.
I'm excited, yeah. And, he's been giving me shit about the Chillin' Smith thing because I'm like, dude, you should just change your name on Facebook to Chillin' Smith. Remember we were talking about it on the podcast?
Yep.
And then he did it, and now he's got to wait like 6-8 months to change it back, some shit like that. He's like, it's your fault I had to change it.
That's a good one for him.
It is. I like it.
Justin,
perfect.
Last but certainly not least, the guy who's been with me since day one, EJA Moving Service, who is in the house today, Mr. Eddie Alsheimer. I got to give him a bell because he's been super supportive of the D since day one. He's been with us, and we've had some great times in the past. We've had so much fun back in the day. We could talk about the summer of 2005, but we won't because we probably incriminate ourselves. But Eddie and I have been running for a while, man. And first off, it's his birthday today, too, as a matter of fact. Happy birthday to Eddie. So it's the D's birthday, Eddie's birthday, and it's been a great relationship for many, many, many years. And Eddie and I can't thank you enough for all your support that you've shown us throughout the many years and your friendship and all that you do for the city and the community. And if you need a good, reputable moving company, he's your guy. He'll lift a desk and put it on his back and walk up 3 flights of stairs if you need it. Like the guy does anything. He's moved some weird. What's the weirdest thing you've ever moved, you think? Give me a list of things. I'm sure there's some.
A ton of things is weird moved. I'm trying to think here. Been with Charlie on a lot of the moves too.
I see.
Some of the things I don't think we can talk about. You know,
You could talk about it, like a box of sex toys or whatever.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
that's normal. That's probably about in every household. You know, you gotta have one of those.
There's a lot.
You gotta have those.
Those kind of things.
Did you move a stuffed elephant at one point?
Stuffed elephant, stuffed bears. You know,
Yeah.
Just the list goes on and on. Airplanes.
Airplanes.
I was going to say the airplane.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Wait,
Even
what
I
kind of
doubted
airplane?
that. It was a regular airplane. We rolled
Like a
up
real
and-
airplane.
A real airplane. We were with Ward, of course, and we rolled up to the airstrip, pull up to the hangar, and I'm like, dude, this is just, how are we going to load this? He pulls out 2 ramps, some come-along system. The wings are off it, of course, and the tail, and we rolled it up onto the truck, regular box truck. This thing was going
Come
down
on.
to Florida. Yup, put all the pieces in it. And
Wow.
we sent it on down.
How big of an
Hadn't done-
airplane?
It was a good size,
Yeah.
you know, a 2-seater.
Yeah,
Like a Cessna,
yeah.
Like a Cessna,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
very old style. Never seen one like
Wow.
that either.
That's so cool.
That was one of the things, you know. Never forget that one.
You all have to push this thing. It had to be.
It was.
It's heavy as hell.
You know, for what it was, not really. Everything's aluminum, but
Right,
we
right.
had strap systems with come-alongs and all of us,
Sure.
like you say, and push. And
Wow.
and
Just can't imagine
he made
that.
it happen.
Amazing.
Different.
He'll
Very
do it.
different.
He'll do anything.
I
They
love
also
it.
help out downtown Utica during the New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
Those guys are out there working, shaking and baking, putting so many moving pieces together. And if not for EJA, that New Year's Eve party really isn't what it is today, if not for these guys.
Sure,
It's
sure.
a good time.
They
down
do a
there.
lot of work.
Everybody comes together, makes it happen.
So you got like, if you had like the 95-year-old lady with the 5 boxes of sex toys.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like, I mean,
or
'cause that'd be
parties,
weird,
you know.
what I mean?
And there's been some ones we've set up. You know, hey, put this in this room, this room, this room, and the bottle of liquor in each room. It's like,
Ooh, okay.
okay. Guys want to stay? Not
Nope.
tonight. Anything else you need moved? We'll be happy to help.
Appreciate that.
Right,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
out of here. You know, what's it gonna happen?
Do they look you in the eye and be like, "Here, can you carry this?"
Yeah, right.
Come on in here for a little bit. Let me show you something.
The cool thing.
I'll give you a good tip.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Sorry, I'm,
Charles,
I'm
has-
disgusting.
You've gotten some good tips over the years, haven't you?
I have.
I'm sure. The cool thing about EJA too, not only do they move things, but they'll do car transport for you.
Yeah.
They'll
Yep.
drive your car to Florida if you go to Snowbird or whatnot. They'll drive your car to Florida and fly back. Or
Get on
there's
back.
they move students into their dorm rooms. They move grandmas into nursing homes. They've done it all. Where's the furthest you've traveled to for a move?
Just California.
Cali?
Really all the
Jesus.
lower 48.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
That's about every state.
I'm
we've
waiting for
been to.
EJA goes to Alaska.
We
Like,
haven't tried
that's-
that one yet.
You know
I'd
what?
love
Like,
to.
if you ever do, like, let's do the camera crew thing for
That
that,
would
too.
be
You know
cool.
what I
I like
mean?
that.
We've
Like,
been asked it.
Yeah.
It didn't go all the way.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
it really would be. It's hard to get into Canada though.
Sure, sure.
That's the problem.
See, I always heard it was harder to get back into the U.S. once you're in Canada. Like, it's easy
Yeah,
to get
well,
into Canada, but it's harder to get out.
It's a little of both. When
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
back in, it's the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I was looking at the lady. I said, "Well, I am from here, and kind of just want to get home to my family, ma'am." You know, and she looked at me and says, "I don't get an F about that." I'm
Wow.
like,
Wow.
okay, yes, ma'am. What you know? And
It's a true New Yorker right there.
you know, I'm
Right.
like, man, you know, I was like, all right, but. You know, it's a little difficult, I think, even more now after all that COVID and stuff.
Sure.
Do you cut through Canada going to Michigan?
No,
No.
no. It's just too much.
You
with
just do the
truck.
loop.
Yeah, because they can pull you in and they'll take the truck. They literally will empty it out, put it back in, go through it, and you just
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that.
you don't. You know, you take the extra hours and go. So a little different, but hey,
I've been through that when Canada ripping out all the gear. We went
yeah.
over the border with Joe Mama back in the day.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
and somebody, I won't say who,
oh boy,
but he left a little baggie with, it had like a little couple sprinkles of weed in it. Like it wasn't even that much weed in it. And they were like, "What's in there?" And all of a sudden they found this little baggie
They
and
found
they
it.
emptied everything out. But then they made us put everything, and I'm talking, they're ripping our suitcases,
Yeah.
and clothes everywhere. I mean, it was nuts, but
and you put it back. Here
we
you
had
go.
to.
Yeah.
That's it. They ain't doing nothing.
They detained us for like 3.5, 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the last time I went. I said, this
Yeah.
is too much.
Too much. And this was before 9/11 too.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
And that it got even worse
Then some
after
worse
9/11.
after
Now
that.
it got even worse after COVID. So
No, that's
unreal.
all.
Unreal.
We'll stick to the warm states.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Florida, mainly.
Panama City.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. This is Local Music Monday, and on Local Music Monday, we like to feature a lot of local musicians. And Eddie brought along his buddy, his employee, if you will, Mr. Charlie Sherman, who's been joining the scene of the local music scene lately. Doing your thing. I've been checking out your videos. See you're getting it out there a little bit here.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been playing guitar since I was 5, but it was like a year and a half ago. Some people were just telling me, they were like, you just gotta put yourself out there. You just gotta get a YouTube. And I've been on YouTube for more than like a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And I just reached my 400 subscriber
Nice.
this morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And,
bud.
I'm almost at 100,000 views. So, but no, yeah. I've been playing since I was 5, and I'm self-taught. And my parents bought me my first guitar when I was like 4 or 5. I didn't really get into it until I was a little older. But yeah, I've been very serious about my music now. I'm getting gigs. This is my first official interview, so thank you for bringing me along.
I popped your cherry, huh?
Nice.
Yes, you did.
It's-
And happy birthday to your channel. It really means a lot.
Thank you, man. Did
Thank
you
you.
wish the boss a happy birthday?
I did not. Happy birthday.
Thank
I
you, Charles.
appreciate everything you do for me. I've been with Eddie ever since I've been coming since I was like 15 or 16. Because,
Really?
Long
yeah,
time.
because Ward's my uncle,
Oh, cool.
and he's been a brother for him for me for these past 4 or 5 years. He really has.
What do you think the biggest lesson he's ever taught you?
Man, oh man, just give respect and be nice to everyone.
And he's really good at that.
Real,
That's one of Eddie's traits right there.
yeah,
He's-
and if you're wrong, even if you're in the wrong or if you're not in the wrong, always say you're sorry. Because it goes a long way. I mean, I can be honest. Me and Eddie we are the brother form. We've had good times, we've had bad times. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I love him like he's my brother.
Nice. Do you call him Uncle Ed?
What's that?
Do you call him Uncle Eddie?
No, I call him my brother because he calls my mom and my dad my and dad. We're like one big family, man. I really
cool,
I
man.
really love it.
That's good.
Hmm.
You got a great crew over there, Eddie. You
Yeah.
definitely do.
Very fortunate.
Yeah, for sure. And he's got the
I
whole
owe it
family
all to
over there
them.
working too.
Yeah.
You
That's
go
what
in the
makes
office,
it nice.
everybody's working. This is my cousin. This is my dad. This is my. They're all related. It's great, man.
You know when you like how you go to a job interview and you start a job and like you can get along with the people, but like you can't really relate to like stuff that you wanted to. So like when I go to EJA, it's all fun. It's all, you know what I mean? Like it's all serious. We gotta do things right, but everyone's like friends there. You know what I mean? It's not any bullshitting. If everyone's got a problem, we say it right to, you know what I mean? That's how it is, but we're all family there.
Air out those grievances.
Yeah.
I got like Festivus all year round.
I got a good crew that backs me up. It really means a lot.
Nice. Now, does that crew also come out and support you at your gigs?
Yes, they do.
They do?
They
Good.
do. I know some have families and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes they can't make it, but I do. They show support. As long as you show support, that's all that really matters. But if you come out to the gig and show that you're really for me, then I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because like I do. I write music, and I've been wanting to do music ever since I was little. I just didn't really realize it until like I got older and after I've done the bad things in my life, because everyone does bad things in their life, you
Do
know.
bad things still.
Everyone makes bad mistakes, but
Right.
you just gotta mature, you know what I mean? And I've learned that life is valuable in anything, and you just gotta take it and go, man. So I'm actually going to Nashville in July.
Hell yeah.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Good.
July 5th, I'm leaving. I know.
Go out, play some open mics and whatnot, or
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm already starting to get connections for down there.
good.
That's great.
So I know it's gonna break Eddie's heart, but I remember we were in.
Oh, you're going to move.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Good
Oh,
for you.
wow.
Do it while you're young.
I want a record deal. I want it all.
Yeah.
But I
Well, you
told
better get those social media numbers up if you want a record deal nowadays.
I will.
That's for sure.
That's what they're looking at now. They don't care how good you sound now. It's all on if you got X amount of followers on platforms. It's
sure.
unfortunate, but that's how the world works now.
Those are the overnight viral sensations that die out.
Yeah,
Yep,
right.
absolutely.
So that's what I don't want, and I actually really mean that because
You better get your Snap Talk numbers up, or your Tick Chat numbers.
Snapsack, Facegram.
Yeah, Facegram.
It's the book.
I remember I was in
It's the book.
Face fuck. I don't know.
That's what it is nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember I was in Panama City with Eddie, and I did some music for some people, but we were in the truck. He's like, "You need to go to Nashville." He goes, "You deserve to be there, and you belong there." He goes, "You really need to go." And I didn't, you know what I mean? It's just I wasn't serious about it until like people started coming up to me like, "You can sing," and it just takes that one person. It really does to motivate you and just you know, I mean, ever since I went to my first open mic, now I got like 3 gigs coming up. I got a big one coming up June 2nd in Little Falls for like 200 people.
Cool.
So
That's great.
it's getting pretty good.
You play more country, right? You're like in the country vein. It's a little country, a little rock and roll,
Americana.
right? Americana.
Yeah, I'm like in between.
Yeah.
But I'm more of like I'm that, and then like I'm a big songwriter influence. So like I listen to like a lot of like John Mayer and Ed Sheeran because I love their influence styles. So I don't want to go into the music business and just copy someone's style. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I want to do something. I want to create my own brand. I want to create something that someone hasn't heard before. It's hard to do, and it's like hard to explain. But like, if I can put it down on paper and play it for you, you know, that's how it would be done, basically.
Now, you know, Justin's been in the music scene for about 40 years.
Yes?
And, yes, and this would be a perfect
40
time.
years. Jesus.
Well, he started playing when he was like 5 too.
Well,
that's young.
it's about time I go home now. Jesus Christ.
Meaning he's an old veteran on the music
I
scene.
am,
So
yeah.
this would be a great time for you to mold his mind right now.
Yeah,
What's some of the great... Give him some good advice. What would Uncle Justin give advice to little
go.
Charlie over here?
Yes.
Uncle Justin's advice would be to, whatever you're doing, going to Nashville, that's a great thing. You're young enough, especially now is the time. Don't go down there going, I want a record deal, because be careful what you wish for, because you get a record deal, everybody owns you, you know? Whereas if you're putting your music out on YouTube and you have enough subscribers, you're getting paid for all that, which means you're getting paid, you're a professional musician, then you could put out your own albums. And you could publish it all yourself on your own label. And then that's, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, nowadays, I mean, myself, I don't even have a CD player. So, I mean, like, really, I mean, like, everybody's obsessed with, you know, I want to do my first record and I want 1,000 CDs. I mean, in 2007, I did a record. It got 1,000 CDs. I have 700 downstairs still. Nobody want. I mean, because I went all on digital. Like 2007 was right around the time you could actually put it out digital. So you know, you could do Spotify, Apple Music, like all that stuff. You're not going to make any money from it, but the exposure's great, and that's what I gained from it. Was I gained a ton of listeners that were on Spotify, that were on Apple Music, that would listen to my stuff. You know what I mean? So it wasn't necessarily the physical aspect of it, and so in a sense, basically the record companies are having less and less and less to do with people's careers because they want to make money as quickly as possible. So then they own you, they make you do records, and then they take all the profits from it. And then the only thing you're going to do for the rest of your life is gig incessantly. You're going to be playing. You're going to be out on the road 300 days a year, just trying to make money to support your family. Which your wife's going to be like, go fuck yourself because you're not home 300 days a year. I'm taking care of 7 kids. You know,
I've actually I've been reading into that and stuff like that, and there's like there's a form that's like in a contract, and I completely forget what it's called because I'm still new to it. But
sure.
I remember Jelly Roll was actually doing an interview one time, and I forgot who his interview was.
He's so good, man.
Yeah, I actually saw him live for my 21st. He's one of my inspirations. But I was watching the interview, and he was saying how like part of like the revenue and like the prop, it's just it's hard to explain because like I told you, I'm not the expert at it, but what you're saying is right, 100% right.
Yeah.
So and it's
Tim Moyer just said it. The record industry is crooked because it's. Listen, you know, there used to be a time back in the '70s and maybe even the early '80s where A&R reps would give a shit about the people that they were representing. You know what I mean? Like they would bring them in not only because they were great talent, but because they were good people. You know, and they really wanted to mold them. They felt they could mold them into, you know, superstardom or whatever. You know, and they really took a lot of pride in that. And now, I mean, you got a lot of, you know, record execs that that have nothing. They might not be musicians. They might not be have ever had any experience in the industry. But what they have experience in is noticing the way somebody looks, or the way somebody talks, or the way somebody presents themselves on stage, and they could be the worst artists in the world, but they came out with a thing called Melodyne. So I mean, Paris Hilton can even have a CD and actually sound good, even though she's tone deaf. I mean, like literally, like anybody could make a record. I could literally talk monotone like this, and they could take it and form it into a song. You understand what I'm saying? So, like,
can I expand on that? You know what I'm worried about is the AI their influence in the music industry. There's going to be a day, and I hate to say this because I love all you guys, but you know the computer's going to take over, and the computer's going to make that awesome riff or that awesome thing, and it's not really going to be a human doing it anymore, and that scares the fucking shit out of me because eventually that's how it's going to be, and like that makes my mind frazzle that like all of a sudden this freaking computer is going to take over what humans are doing.
They already did that actually.
For sure.
With a rapper, but it failed because he was saying like very racist stuff and it's just...
Oh yeah, I saw that. I did see that. But I mean, the whole thing is that what's keeping everything going, number one, and like, you know, if I was talking to a million people right now, I'd say the same thing. Support local music. You know what I mean? Because it's nowadays anybody can make it big from wherever you are. You know what I mean? There's people. I mean, there's people in East Bumfuck, Kansas that have a million YouTube followers. You know what I mean? And after a certain amount of followers and a certain amount of views, you legit get paid. I mean, my son watches this show called Outdoor Boys every single Saturday. It comes on. New episode every Saturday. And they travel the fucking world. It's just this Mormon family and his 4 kids, and they just travel the world. And they go and they're big fishermen. The guy's a big fisherman. He takes his kids camping in the woods for 3 months and videos the whole thing. And it's like, but that's how he makes a living. You know, I mean, you could use YouTube and Instagram and all these things, and that's how all these people get paid. You know what I mean? And that's essentially what is the bottom line with everything. You want to be able to support yourself or support your family. Number 2, if you're talented enough and you have enough views and you have enough subscribers, that means you're talented enough and that you got the fame. You know what I mean? You got the notoriety from it. You know what I mean? But as I grew up, it became less of trying to make it big and more about what I can do to make myself happy and support myself or my family. And the bottom line is that if you're successful anywhere you go, whether you go down to Nashville and you're the top star in Nashville, wherever you are, you know, that's making it. You know what I mean? Doing what is right for you and right for your family in the end is what making it big really is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you could provide and make a living.
Exactly.
Al Schneer from Mo told me when they thought they made it big is when they were able to get health insurance.
Right, yes.
When they were able to get health insurance through the band. And like that's a big thing. You know, like wow, we were actually doing this.
Offer health insurance as a business. You know what I mean? But I mean, and that's a huge difference. And I'm not saying that you're immature because you're young, but I'm saying that you're inexperienced right now. Because the bottom line is, have you played a paying gig yet?
Yeah. I've been playing for over a year. I used to do the Herkimer County Fair in Stafford for 4 years in a row when I was 14, 15, 13.
The first time that you accepted money for playing music, you became a professional musician. Okay, and that's what a lot of people say. A lot of people are like, I just want to be a professional musician. Well, the second you accept money for playing music, you're a professional musician. You're no longer an amateur. You're no longer sitting in your room playing songs. You're playing for people. People are throwing money in a tip jar. People, you know what I mean? And that's really, for me, why I still do what I do. I mean, yes, I'm paying the bills, whatever, but to see that, you know, I mean, our band started so many relationships. We've been the reason why people have met, the reason why people have gotten married. You know, sometimes the reason why people get divorced. But in some way, the music that I play, the music that we play, even though we're a cover band, okay? I mean, I do have originals, but we are a cover band. But you know, when we're up there doing our thing, we're touching people, and you can see it in their eyes, because being up on stage, you know this, being up on stage is the coolest thing in the world. You can see everything. You can see everyone, and you can see how you're directly affecting every person in the place you're playing. You know, and that's, I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent.
No, you're not. I love what you're
passionate about this.
This
shit.
is what we're trying to do. We're trying to teach this kid.
Because you know, and you know the reason why I get into this stuff is because I've seen so many people get discouraged because they're not making it big.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And there is such a, I mean, once again, the biggest advice: be careful what you wish for, because it could literally tear you down and tear you apart. Because that's what they are. The music industry is a bunch of sharks, and they don't give a fuck about you. All they care about is making their own money. Because you know why? Because they're down here now.
Yep.
They used to be on top. They
Yep.
used to be on top, multi-billionaires, awesome. Now they're in the bottom of the barrel. Nobody gives a fuck about Columbia Records anymore, if that's even a record company anymore. Nobody gives a shit about them.
Sure.
Okay? And now they're putting out documentaries about, the buildings and how there's all these studios where all these famous people recorded in these studios. Well, guess what? You can go to that same studio, if you got enough money, pay the hourly rate, and you can record at that fucking studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what do they have right now? They got nothing.
I like what Moira's saying, too, is there's no more artist development anymore.
Right.
And now
That's what I was talking about with the A&R. They don't develop artists anymore.
Yeah, and they don't look at your talent. And what Moira's saying, they look at your social media following. That's
Exactly.
all it is, social media nowadays. So it's good to build your brand.
Yeah.
And then, just have fun, too, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You just
That's
have
what-
some
dude,
fun
oh,
with
yeah.
it.
Do you know?
That's the
Do you
bottom
know
line.
what drove me to do this? I'm gonna be honest, and it's complete truth. I was in a bad relationship for 2 years, and you know what I mean. But it's just, I didn't want to do nothing. I thought I was a nobody. It's just for years. And I sliced my hand when I was 17. I sliced my nerve right in half.
Oh, damn,
I
boy.
stopped for 3 years, and I really thought I was a nobody. Like,
You're not.
you can ask Eddie when I first started. I was a bad person. I was not a good person.
Were you smoking crack or something?
No, I don't smoke crack. But no, I was just making. I was
Just making bad choices.
I got you.
know?
It's just, I get what you're saying. It's just, I dream bigger than for what other people want, because you only get one life.
Yeah.
And I really do get what you're saying about record deals, but I'm not just gonna go down to Nashville and think I'm gonna get a record deal right away.
Oh, no.
Or I'm gonna, think it's the best. What I'm honestly doing is right now, since I'm doing gigs, I've already got 3 connections for Nashville.
Perfect.
And I've already gotten I went to 12 North bar, a sports bar, Friday night, and I actually met 2 people that actually are very best friends with Aaron Lewis and Sal, for the drummer of Stain.
I know Sal very well, too.
Sal,
You do?
yeah. Sounds
So I'm
pretty
actually gonna be meeting them pretty soon, which is like a big ordeal for me. But
Sure. That's the stuff to look forward to, and that has absolutely nothing to do with
Like
a
you were
record
saying,
deal.
meeting the
You know
people.
what I mean? You're meeting the people, the connections.
Yeah.
You're doing it, man. That's the cool thing.
It's all about networking, bro.
I'm a very motivational person.
Good.
And I want everyone else to do good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to do good for myself and everything, but I also want everyone else to do good, because you know what I mean? I just care for everyone. But what was I saying? Oh my gosh!
Can I just tell you something? And a few people, we got a bunch of people commenting today, and it's great. Shout out to Joetown. Uncle Phil's wanting to know when you actually grew up, Justin. But, bad relationship is where you get a lot of your material and stuff. And don't ever feel like you're a nobody, bro.
Nah, I don't feel like that no more.
Yeah.
Good.
A lot of people tell me, that's what I want to say. A lot of people tell me that when I play music, that's the thing, not in a bad way, but that's the thing I do best. And when I'm on stage, they tell me that's where I'm most comfortable. You can ask anyone. When I'm around someone I don't know, or if I go out, I got bad public anxiety. I don't talk to anyone I don't know like that. I'm shy. But when I'm on stage, I let it all out. I'm the type of person that can listen to music and cry, get goosebumps, because
Hell yeah.
I actually looked it up. It's only, I think, a 30 or 40% of people around the globe that actually have that. It's like a dopamine in your brain that allows you to do that. And I think it's actually pretty cool. I think it's actually pretty special. But
It allows you to be vulnerable.
yes, sir. But I want to go chase my dreams.
Hey, man, and you're young, and you should.
And
Because you're going to kick yourself in the ass if you didn't.
Right, exactly.
And I'm not saying I'm not taking your advice. I promise you I'm not. And I don't want to seem
And I'm not trying to discourage you at
No,
all.
no.
I mean, it's because it's not. I mean, there's so many ways to be successful in the music business, but you got to find the right way.
Yeah.
I hate to see people do the same thing, and they all try for the elusive record deal. You know what I mean? But here's the thing: you've been building your YouTube yourself. You have 100,000 people that have watched your videos. Okay, then all of a sudden you get a record deal, and they take over what you spent your whole all that time building yourself, and they take it over.
They're fucking leeches.
You know?
They're the scum of the earth, bro. They really are.
Yeah, they are.
They're gonna suck you dry. You turn into a slave.
Yeah.
Once they own you, you sign that name, you sign on the dotted line, you become their slave.
Because you know
Simple
what,
as that.
the best people to sign with are like management companies and development companies and publishers. You know what I mean? That's the kind of people you want on your team, so that you can build your own brand. You know, because that's what I mean.
Exactly.
I mean,
Good point.
look at Luke Combs down in Nashville. He moved to Nashville. He used to sit out on the porches of bars. There's like video of him just sitting on a porch planting a fire, and he put it up on YouTube, and that's how he got discovered.
Yep.
Did he get a record deal? Yes, but I'm sure that he had a legal team that went through that thing with a fine-tooth comb, and he's doing what he's doing now because of how he started.
Right.
Go I actually want you to go watch the interview on Nauk. Do you guys know the Nauk Boys? Have you ever heard of them?
No.
Go watch the Nauk podcast later with Luke Combs.
Yeah.
I actually watched it. He actually went to go audition for The Voice, and this is no lie. You go watch it. They actually sent him a letter saying that he had a good voice, but he was not interesting enough for the views ratings.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Same thing happened to me when I tried out for American Idol.
you want something though? He went to Nashville because this is the thing. He went to college. He actually didn't pick the guitar up till he was 21.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't pick it back up till I was 20, so it's kind of like resemblance. But he went to Nashville, and look at him now. He's the biggest country star. You know what I mean?
He is.
And
That's
it's
for
just
sure.
he really is, and that's what I look forward towards. And like,
He's got the ambition too. You got the ambition, and that's such a big thing. Like, you're not going to accept no for an answer,
No.
and I can tell that about you, and that's going to help you out so much. You know,
Yeah,
it
because
really is. It's
Persistency will
Yeah.
get you gigs.
this is the thing. I know I haven't like been through the roughest, but I've been through some shit in my life.
Sure.
And I've learned that if I've been through that, I can be through worse. I can definitely be through worse, and I've learned to never give up. If you never give up, you will see things starting to succeed. As long as you put in the work and you believe in yourself, it will all come together.
Nice. We got somebody
Said it better.
checking over on YouTube saying, "Look at Eddie, always working. That dude will move your house right fucking now. Great dude."
I'm ready.
You're ready.
I didn't have much to do after that.
I love it. But that's good, man. Not being persistent. I used to tell bands that all the time. Persistency will get you gigs if you're just persistent. Because a lot of when I was booking music and stuff like that, and booking the bar, and they would just pester me, and you would just be like, "All right, dude, get off my case here. You got a gig here, January 11th. You're
I was
playing.
talking
Boom,
to
just
you
leave me alone."
outside of the EC one time. Like, it was right around the time when I first met you. And I was first introduced to you. We were standing outside, and this kid came up and just was like, "Dude, yeah, man, I got this thing." And I'm like, and you're like, "Yeah, man, okay, got it, thanks." And like, he walked away, and you're like, "This motherfucker won't leave me alone for like a month." And then like the next month, he was there playing at your bar, because it's like, like you keep in their mind, because.
Yeah.
The thing is, bar owners, like, especially you go down to Nashville, bar owners, like, they got so many people coming up to them. But hear me out. The funny thing is that if you really want to get and make your bones down in Nashville, you gotta go into like Tootsie's and like join those things where you get hired for 4 hours, right? You get put on stage with people you don't even know, right? And the only way you make money is from tips. Okay, that's like the strip. That's the only way you make money.
That's
so guys
tough,
will come up, like, it happened when Joe was down there. Like, these guys, like, somebody walked up, handed him $20 and said, "Play Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time." And that $20, it was like they were like a pack of sharks. You know what I mean? For $20, they're all sitting there trying to learn "Baby Hit Me One More Time," and then you're gonna play it just for the tips. You know what I mean? But that's how a lot of guys get started down there, because they're really paying their dues. Nashville's not just walk down and play an open mic night. There's places to do that. There's places to go on the outskirts. But like, if you don't want to deal with that, stay away from the strip.
There's a lot of things. There's actually like open mics. There's songwriting events. Like I want to
Oh
go
my God,
to.
absolutely.
But what's it called? I just thought of it. Nashville.
They have the National Songwriting Contest in Nashville every year.
They do. I played in Sylvan Beach, and this before I even say this, and this is completely true. Like, yes, the money's great. I want to, be affordable, make it affordable, but I don't play for the money. Like, I really don't, because like.
Good, because you never will make it.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
no, like-
if you're in it for the money, you're in the wrong industry,
and
pal.
I absolutely mean this, and like I don't overcharge, places. I really don't, because like this. If you're meant to do something, and if you actually really love it, and if you want to give the people what they really want, you wouldn't charge their tickets $200, $300, $400 for each ticket. You know what I mean? Charge them $25, $30 to the lowest. Go the highest, charge them $150. I mean, that's just my business marketing. If I was in the business right now for music, but I'm just thinking like that because this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like Justin said, I don't take no as an answer anymore.
Yeah. Well, what Stephanie's saying, for every 50 no's, we'll call a yes. And that's true. You just got to keep selling yourself. You got to keep networking, keep putting yourself out there, keep practicing.
Yes.
Keep rehearsing. How often do you practice? Are you practicing every day?
Yeah, so I actually quit smoking cigarettes
Good.
over a year ago. That's how serious I am about my and I don't really drink anymore. Because I do smoke weed, but I'm trying to get off the vape because it's just hard, but
Not why he's working.
but what's it called? No, I practice. So if I'm working, I'll usually get home. Don't matter what time I get home. So like, say if I work 8-hour day from 8 to 4 or 5, I'll get home and I'll practice from like 6 to 9. And then we've been kind of slow, and so I've had more of the opportunity to go out and get my music out there. And I actually practice. I get up around. So I usually get up around like 10, 11, and then I play from like 1 to like 4. Take a break. Because you always got to give your brain a little break.
Absolutely.
And I try to songwrite the best I can from like 8 to 12. Like, I push myself because
Good.
I just want to work as hard as I can. I want to be the best version of me I can for the music business.
Do you see yourself playing in a band, or you want to just do this solo for a while?
I see myself in a band, not like a band, but like, you know, a band that I could play, not like a rock band, but like a band that can cover me back up. But I see myself doing like, you know how like Aaron Lewis goes around, he does like the country stuff, like just acoustic guitar.
Yep.
That's something I want to do because I feel like when you can actually sit down and play for a couple hundred people or 1,000 people just with the guitar and actually tell a story, I think it's actually a little more meaningful. But when you play with the band, that's more of like, all right, let's go party. You know what I mean? That's a party tour right there.
Nice. Well, kid, we want to see you do good out there. You
Thank
know,
you.
and just keep putting music out there and keep pumping up that social media and your YouTubes, and you know that's what's important nowadays.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that that's how it's come.
Thank you.
But it's what you got to do nowadays.
Keep giving me your advice too, even though I can take no as an answer. Keep giving. Because I did a benefit for someone a couple months ago. That was close. I wasn't close with them, but I was close with the person that they lost. But and someone told me, they asked me, they're like, can you take constructive criticism? And when I was younger, I couldn't. I really couldn't. I was bad. I was like, no, you're wrong. And and I was like, yeah, I could take it pretty good. So this guy was like, when you're singing to the mic, make sure when you get louder with your notes or you go higher, back off. I didn't listen to him at first, and I didn't really take it as serious. And then I actually started doing it. A lot of people came up to me, even my mom, because my mom's really like big on my vocals, and like she was the one that's really serious. I mean, doing my music when I was younger. But she was like, I noticed when you were singing that your tone is so much better. And I told her, I was like, because someone gave me constructive criticism 6 months ago, and I actually listened. You know,
it's important to
growing
listen
up.
to that.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do, especially when you don't have a sound man. Because if you're doing your own sound and nobody's manning the board, you have to. That's how you control your dynamics. Cool thing is, once you get a sound man, then that's their job. Then you can just sing right into the mic, and they control everything.
Yes.
Yep.
I know you said you're self-taught. Have you ever thought about taking lessons, vocal lessons, guitar lessons, any of that?
I mean, not guitar lessons, because I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do any like solos or anything like that. I'm just more of the rhythm guy. But I would like vocal coaching, but I'm just very speculating on it because it's like 50% of people say like you should get it to work on your voice and stuff like that. But 50% of people say every person has their own unique sound, and like I figured that out kind of because I used to go on YouTube and do like those voice practicing, some voice warm-ups, and like yeah, my voice would work out, but I would notice like when I did a gig when I didn't do the warm-up that I want to do my own warm-up and didn't, I sing my own structure and way and everything. everyone liked that a lot more than what I did last time. So I'm just gonna go with if I run into the point like of like a real professional and they're like, you know what I mean, like you got the voice, just need a little tweaking, then yeah, I'll go for some vocal coaching. You know what I
if
mean?
you can find a professional to help you, like with your breathing, or
Yeah.
sometimes you could strain your voice,
that's what I
and
need.
also you could strain your voice and develop those nodes, and you don't want that because then it can lock you down for a year. Like let's think Nick Vanderwood, that happened to him.
Yep.
He never really had professional training, and he couldn't talk for like a whole year because he had all these nodulars or whatever the hell it was called.
Or the nodes, like the vocal nodes.
Your lip nodes, right?
No, well, it's they're more like cysts that develop on your
From straining your voice
inside your vocal box,
Mm-hmm.
voice box. I mean, if I could give advice, I see what you're saying. I understand. Like the vocal coaching is the only reason why I can sing as much as I do. I play 2019 before COVID. I had 276 shows that I played.
That's a lot.
And I sing in every one of them. You know, whether I'm singing harmony or lead. You know what I mean? If I didn't have vocal coaching to teach me about breathing and teach me about where to sing from, I wouldn't be able to do that. And like, because here, I mean, this is where you sing from. If at all you're going like this and straining to sing, then that's your that's singing from the throat, and then you're gonna end up like Brett Scallions from Fuel, and not be able to.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Are you good?
He's got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to. Yeah. You'll be able to. You'll be like Brett Scallions from Fuel and just lose your voice and never be able to sing again. You know what I mean? And then as far as guitar lessons go, guitar lessons aren't just for people who want to play solo guitar. I mean, to learn rhythm and to learn different chords, different ways to play, different ways to finger pick, different ways. I mean,
Theory.
Theory, especially to know, because theory, like when you learn theory, especially when you get guitar lessons and stuff, you learn theory, you start to think differently and you start to write new chord progressions that you never even knew existed, because you're learning why things are the way they are. And that is just as important to me as, being like, fuck it, I'm just going to do my thing. You know what I mean? Because I was like that before too. But, Carmen Carmonica, God rest his soul. I mean, we lost him, and he was probably the best guitar teacher that anybody could ever have. And we had him right here in New Hartford. And, so many people credit being a better guitar player to him, because if you didn't want to learn lead guitar, you didn't have to learn lead guitar. You could he would teach you different chords and different ways to think about things, But the vocal coaching is 100%, a must-have. It's a must-have.
Yes, yep.
Because if you want to do this for a living, you got to really keep this is an instrument too. And with straining, you're not going to
take care of it.
You're not going to smash your guitar on the floor every night. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like you got to treat your voice the same way as you treat your guitar.
And it's going to make you think a lot different and have you put outside the box that you weren't thinking. And theory's a big thing. It really is. Theory is like what notes go into what and all that, and scales.
What keys are relative to other keys.
Yeah, exactly.
He is right. I haven't done choir since I did choir from 4th to 8th grade, and then I quit. And then I also did trumpet too. But I think that's like I can say this for anyone, but I've learned that if you do like if you do like an instrument of that sort, it's gonna help you with your breathing technique, because you're always breathing.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then when I stopped playing guitar, I had to relearn everything, literally everything. And mom always told me, you gotta breathe. You gotta breathe more. Like, and I'm still learning. Like, I can catch myself sometimes. So I'm singing from the throat. I can know if I'm like struggling, because I can feel it. I can actually feel it close now. Everyone used to tell me, you gotta sing from the chest. You gotta sing from the chest, the
diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking? And then I actually started doing it, but.
Yeah, if you ever find yourself going like this before you sing a big note, trying to take a deep breath and your shoulders raise up, like you literally, when your shoulders raise up, your lungs go like this, and they're not expanding, they're actually tightening. So that's why they say if you breathe from your stomach and it comes out here, your diaphragm's pushing out, is allowing more air to come into your lungs.
Well, he's a pro, man. He's a straight pro.
He just explained it to me. Thank you, Justin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No, yeah, and I used to have the music teacher that I had used to stand on my stomach and make me sing. Like I'd lay on the floor.
Come on.
I swear to God, I'd lay on the floor. He would stand on my stomach, and I would have to breathe. Like in order for me to breathe, it would force me to push him up You know what I mean? Like he wasn't putting all his weight on me, but he was putting some weight on me with his body.
Wow.
And literally, I would sing laying down while he's standing on my stomach.
Was he a big guy?
No, he wasn't big. No, but it
Thank
was.
God.
Yeah, but it would literally force me to sing for my stomach, and I loved it. I was like, this is great. And now I breathe like that normally. Like even when I'm not singing, just sitting here. I mean, look at my stomach go out. I mean, it's literally that's how I breathe.
That's actually a pretty good idea, though, if you think about it.
Our dude Scott from As If is saying that he's seen people pass out from not breathing correctly. You know,
Yeah.
you can pass out from not breathing
Yeah, there's
correctly.
so many things. There's so many things to think about. You know what I mean? And cool. If you got your warm ups, that's cool. But hopefully you're not doing anything wrong. That's where the professionals come in, because you could be doing something to damage your voice, even though you think it's helping right now. You know what I mean? There are tried and true ways that are proven that help you warm up properly to get to where you need to be. Singing a gig.
You were saying something about passing out while performing, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've only witnessed that. I didn't pass out, but I witnessed that once because
Meatloaf did it.
when I was playing at
Well, he was also 500 pounds.
I was playing at Gerber's one night, and shout out to Gerber's 1933 Tavern too.
Love that
I
place.
got a gig coming up this Friday. Come out 8 to 10:30, but I actually went a little past my set because I was like, fuck it, I'm having a really good time. And I felt it. I took a big, deep breath, and I went to go sing a note. I was like, I felt it. I was like, whoa. I was like, I'm playing 2 more songs, guys, and I'm done for the night. And then I did too. And but it was well worth it.
Yeah.
What's some good advice you could give me as far as the breathing technique goes, and as far as singing?
As far as the breathing, and like, here's the thing. I mean, if it's you'll know. I mean, especially now you've been doing it for a while, so you know what your range is.
Yes.
So even if you really dig a song, if you can't lower the key and make it sound good, don't do the song. You know what I mean? You got to start, especially when you're writing, write stuff that's more in your comfortable range, because then you don't have to worry about that whole getting enough breath to hit that big note, whatever. I mean, I've been unfortunately doing that for years, singing out of my range, and it's not a fun thing when it happens, but it is whatever. It is what it is. The other thing I wanted to point out too is the practice schedule that you have. I understand you don't want to push yourself, but you know how like when you lift weights and you can feel the burn and that whole thing, and like the next day you're like, oh, I'm sore. With playing guitar, you don't want to be sore at all. You start feeling soreness in here at any point when you're playing, you need to stop, because that's not muscles that are giving you soreness, that's your tendons, and that's a whole different ballgame. You're looking into carpal tunnel syndrome. You're looking at stuff that can make it so you never play guitar again.
I don't have that. You know what hurts me? My pinky.
Well, that's gonna hurt. And I have that too. I broke my pinky playing football, but it helped me when I was learning how to play Dave Matthews years ago, because if you look at my pinky, how far it sticks out.
Oh yeah.
So I could play chords that other guys can't play because I could stretch my fingers out so much further. So it actually helped me. But I do, especially when the weather changes and stuff, I get arthritis pretty bad in here, and that hurts in here. So
It locks up on you?
it won't lock up. It's just a little bit like it's pain inside the knuckle, and it's tough to So.
Is you got metal in there?
No.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, my hand like from like here to here, like when it gets really cold, it puffs out. But like whenever I play, it stings. It's like a stinging feeling, because I went to St. Luke's, and they said it was actually a trainee that was sewing my hand. And
Damn.
yeah, and they never checked for broken glass or anything, or they checked for broken glass. I'm sorry, they never checked for a severed nerve. And I went back for a week and a half later, and the lady was undoing my stitches, and I'm like, this hurts really bad. She kept going, and they did scans, and they're like, yep, you got a severed nerve. And then the doctor actually told me, since the nerve was severed for a week and a half, you're never gonna get complete regular feeling back ever again, because I have a gel tooth from right here to here, and I'm like I do I hate it? No, but like it just drives me to push harder, you know what I mean? Because I know it hurts sometimes.
Yeah.
But
that develops your own uniqueness, too, which is great. So you're going to be different than everybody, which is great. It's
Yes,
an awesome
sir.
thing, being unique. That kind of pain is, I mean, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to help that. And what I'm talking about, though, is that when you're practicing, and if you start to feel even a minute amount of soreness when you're playing, yeah, definitely
like
take a break.
like right here, right?
Right here, especially anywhere up where your tendons go into your fingers, down here all the way to your elbow, you could feel it. It's stuff like that. Just put it down for a while.
Do you
yourself a
stretch
break.
before gigs?
I mean, sometimes it depends. I mean, you do like a little bit of
hands,
these, a
yeah,
little bit
yeah.
of these, and I mean, I do a lot of these before that's a lot of stretching there.
It
He
numbs
does
the pain.
moving
Yeah.
before the gig. The moving. See, that's what.
Yeah,
what
I mean,
you're going for. So yeah, you
honest
are
to God, that's
stretching.
one of the biggest warm ups. I absolutely hate nothing more than tearing down at the end of the night and packing up, because that is, I mean, you've literally given your all on stage. You know how much it takes out of you.
Yeah.
I can sit here and play the guitar for you right now, and I'm sure you could do the same thing. I play guitar for 10 hours in a row right now and just sit there and play and not break a sweat. The second I start singing, the sweat will just start pouring down my head, because it's so much energy to sing. For me anyway, it's just, it takes out a lot of energy out of me. So, but in the beginning of the night, loading in, getting set up. I mean, I play with a band, or I play with a duo, or even if I'm solo, I mean, I get to talk to people, and just kind of get that camaraderie going, and get, the crowd kind of sees what you're doing. It's just, it's a really cool thing to have, and that warms me up a lot. Gets me ready gets me excited, gets the blood flowing. That load in, but yeah, load out sucks.
It's the worst.
Really is.
It definitely is the worst. Charlie, the best advice I can give you: be the sponge, bro. Absorb all this information that you're
Yes.
getting, and when anybody tells you, just take it all in, whether it's negative or positive. You absorb all the energy, absorb
Yeah.
all the information you could get. Educate yourself, learn.
Yeah.
Don't think you know it all, because you don't. We don't know it all.
And
Just
I
be
hope-
the sponge.
Yeah. I hope you don't think that I'm talking down to you, or
No,
saying that
dude.
what you're feeling is not right. Because it is.
We're trying to mold you,
Right,
brother.
yeah.
I know you're trying to give me really good advice because you want to see me succeed, and that's,
Absolutely.
that's how I am with other people too. Like, there's some people I talk to, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest with them, and they get mad. I'm like, why are you getting mad? Like, I'm the type of person that like just wants to speak the truth all the time now, because I feel like if you just speak the truth, if you're honest, you're gonna be happy with yourself in the end, and you're gonna be able to do more things that you never thought you could have done before. You know what I mean? I used to always just catch myself before just in stupid things, and I've learned that like when you're doing stupid things and you're just not worried about yourself, and you're just not going to succeed at anything. I've learned just fix your mistakes. That's the first thing. Believe in yourself, and just go for it.
That's
Yeah,
it,
for
man.
sure.
Go for
And
it.
just go for it.
I love that. I love that. The ambition is just awesome.
Yeah.
You could feel it just pour out of him. It's
Exactly.
great. I
Take
love
a
it.
shot, because
Well,
if you don't
Oh,
take
yeah.
a shot, you will never know.
I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add one in there. Absorb everything like a sponge.
Be the sponge, brother.
Then go for it.
Be the
Yeah,
fucking
for sure.
sponge. I
For
like
sure.
it. Fucking go, Charlie. I can feel it, man. You got it. You're gonna do good.
Thank you,
You're gonna
guys.
just keep practicing, keep doing your thing, man.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Keep honing your craft.
I will.
I love it. Where are you playing this week? Give out some dates that you're playing.
Okay, so February 3rd, I'm playing at Gerber's 1933 Tavern from 8 to 10:30 p.m. Come out for a drink, a bite, enjoy some originals and covers from me.
That's this Friday, everybody.
Yes, sir. And then February 17th, I am actually open up for Life is a Party. And Popular in High School. They're actually a good local band around here.
Yeah,
And,
those kids are doing good, huh?
Jack Sean was actually Jack Sean and Eric Eden is actually the ones that got me over to Gerber's, because you guys know D-Dub Experience. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Okay. You guys know Matt O'Shell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
man.
peace.
man.
Oh my gosh,
God, I miss him.
he was the first ever person. This is no lie. He was the first ever person to get me out to an open mic. And I have a voice message in my phone that I saved, and he even said it. He told me, he goes, "What you need to be doing is music for the rest of your life." He said, "When you're up on that stage, I'll find it after free. I'll find it after the interview, but because I want to play it for you."
I love the map.
It means a lot. But he was the first ever person to get me out to an open mic. My dad always told me it just takes that one person, like I was telling you earlier, and he's right, because I met Matt, I met D-Dub, and now I meet all these different people. Because I went to the Deer Path restaurant. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty soon I'm probably gonna be getting a gig at the Deer Path restaurant in New Berlin.
Great.
I went and did a little special guest there for D-Dub, and a guy from Oneonta met me. He goes, "I want you to come and play for me." And it's in Oneonta. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, and then March 17th, I'm at Gerber's again. And then I'll let you guys know what the definition date of the Deer Path. And then June 2nd, I'm at Little Falls at Rock Valley Brewing. June 2nd. I forgot. I'm not sure what time I play. The details are gonna come more for like when they come around. But it's gonna be it's in a big catering room, and I'm gonna play a 3-hour set. So that's gonna be a good night right there.
How could people find you online?
You can look me up on Facebook. Look up Charlie Sherman, or the most obvious one is YouTube. If you can go to my YouTube, look up Charlie Sherman, hit that subscribe button.
Love it.
Like, comment, share. It really means the world to me. It really does. I put I put like a lot of covers out there, and then I'm still trying to come out of my shell a little bit. I write a lot, but I haven't really fully came out of my shell yet. I can be honest with that. Like, I don't know really what people want to hear, or you know what I mean. But just by the comments I've been getting, it's all love, and
Good.
And they really enjoy it. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be doing this for a very long time. I can promise you that. So if you can look my YouTube up, and I'll be having a brand new original out this Friday, actually the night of my gig day.
Cool.
Well, gig night. I'm sorry. So
good.
this Friday I'll be having a brand new song. I'm not gonna share the song title, so go on YouTube and then just wait for Friday for the brand new song.
Excellent, man. I want to see you win, brother.
Thank you.
I want to see you win.
Definitely.
Whatever you need, just let us know.
That's how I am. Even though I want to win, I still want to see everyone else win.
Yep.
Win around me too. You know what I mean? Because as long as everyone else winning, how do I word this right? As long as everyone else is winning too, I'm still winning. You know, even if I'm winning, you know what I mean? Even if you guys are winning, I'm just happy for you. You know what I mean? I just want to be happy for everyone. I just don't.
Good way to look, man.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't like negativity. When I go to someone, I know someone's down. I just, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you got this, man. That's how I am. I just like to pick people up. That's how, you know. And then if you ever got a problem with me, just come in my face with me about it. We'll sit down and talk about it. I was the type of person before, like, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, let's fight. No, if you got a problem, just come sit down. Let's talk like men. You know what I mean? That's how I am, and that's how I am. That's how I'm with my music, because I write off past experiences. I write off conversations. You know what I mean? But that's mainly what I write off is past experiences, and when I sing, I can just feel it coming off my heart. You know, like when you ever get this, Justin? When you're singing like that certain song, you know you're in the moment. Mm-hmm. You feel your eyes just roll in the back of your head, and you're like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how I feel most of the time, those 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, music is my love.
That's it, bud. Mine too. Good. Stay a good kid, please.
Thank you so much.
Justin, where are you playing this week? By the way, wait, before you get in it, we had a blast at old school the other day. And who was that girl singing with you?
That's Melissa Manfredo.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we'll have her on. Definitely.
Please have her come on. I was in the bathroom.
She used to live here years ago, and I actually knew her through her father and mother. That's how I met her. And then she moved to Florida. She got married, moved to Florida, and then she moved back. So now she's back, and she's looking to sing and get into a band and stuff.
Cool.
So she's been singing with Phil Arcuri a little bit here and there. So
what a voice!
Yeah, she's great.
I was in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear you play "Crazy on You," and I'm thinking to myself, Justin ain't gonna sing this. I was just gonna sing this, you know. And then and then I come out, and that girl and I'm like, who the hell is this? And, she crushed it.
Yeah, she's really good.
It was a good time the other night at Old School.
Yeah.
Where are you this week?
Apparently I was supposed to be at Fratello's tonight with Sean, but he has strep throat, and so he's out for a little while. I'm playing. The only day off I have other than today is tomorrow, and then I play Wednesday. Station 233. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Yeah, it is. Wait a minute. No, Wednesday. Literally, the calendar just changed. Sorry. Fratello's on Wednesday. Thursday, 7 Hamlets from 6 to 9. Friday, the trio's at 1 Jenny. Saturday, the full band's at Lucan's. Sunday, the trio is at 233. And Monday, doing a really cool thing on Facebook Live for the Keys program.
Oh, cool!
Sean and I are going to.
I remember
do,
you guys did that last
Live
year.
Thing, and so we're doing that on on Monday. So
Awesome.
yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
That's always.
That's awesome,
That's
man.
your schedule all the time.
Yeah. So
Also, I want to announce that I'm pretty sure we're going to make it into the Sweet 16 as far as the People's Choice Awards go at the Sammys. I mean,
right.
come on, we've had everybody voting for us, and I want to thank everybody for
Yeah,
all their
definitely.
support.
Thank you.
And when it comes out, I know it can be a little pain in the ass, and I get everybody out there to vote every day, but if you could, find it in your heart, vote for us on a daily basis. I think they'll announce it tonight that if we moved into the Sweet 16 or not. I would really like another trophy. I know Justin would really like a trophy, because if we do get this trophy, that one's going to go to Justin.
yeah, I'm stealing it. I'm just like,
You're stealing it.
who's going to steal it? You know,
Which the Sammy is the coolest trophy.
It really
out there.
is. It looks cool. You know,
I
and
think
it's
so
gonna look,
too, man.
You know,
I think so too, and I would really like for us to get another one.
yeah,
It
that'd
would
be awesome.
It would be absolutely. I
I'll
hope
put
so.
it-
I hope
I'll
so.
put it next to my Herkimer County Fair Talent Show trophy that I won when I was 7.
The little ribbon.
No, I had a
You had a
trophy.
trophy?
I got 3rd place. I went to the state fair, got 9th place. I was 7. It was great.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude.
I love that.
I got the. How about this? I get 9th place at the state fair, get a ribbon. I get 3rd place, I get this giant trophy for the Herkimer County Fair. I'm like, yes. Still got it too. 1988, baby.
That's awesome. And also, Justin and I were talking before we started this podcast that our 3rd-year anniversary of Local Music Monday's coming up really
Yes, it
soon.
is.
It's coming up in March, and we're looking to do another live performance and have a bunch of our friends come in. So if anybody's interested, Charlie, or we want a bunch. Like we did that one time. We had a bunch of great musicians come in. It's got to be originals. We do strictly originals for that. And if you want to come in, just slide into our DMs and let us know if you want to join the party. We haven't really set a date yet, but we'll talk about a date and we'll make that announcement. We want to have all our friends come in and we'll have a great old party. I'll get some food and some drinks.
Yeah.
And have a good old time. And I'm sure Max will come, and maybe the Gridley Page guys will come down and whatnot. So Isaac French, if you're out there, we'd love to have you as well. There's so many. The list goes on and on and on.
Sure does.
Yeah, the Not Robots guys, please. That would be great. Any of you guys. So if you guys want to come be a part of it, it's going to be an acoustic thing.
Yeah.
So we'll figure out a date, probably figure it
Definitely.
out after this podcast is done, and then we'll make that announcement. So thank you, everybody, for all your support. Everybody's been super, super cool and super supportive. So
Yeah.
thank you. I can't thank you guys enough for all your support, and continue that support. And I can't believe we're celebrating 6 years around Disruption Network. It's amazing
know
how
it.
fast time flies by, but here we are, and looking for another 6 and maybe another 60. Who knows? You never know.
I learned that after I've only been out of high school for 3 years. Let me tell you, it's felt like 10. It really has. Time.
Wait till you get my age, kid.
It flies, man. I'm only 21.
Right.
I remember when I
Enjoy
was.
it now.
I'm old enough to be your grandfather.
Seriously, dude.
So
I remember when I was like 15, 16. I always used to tell my parents, I can't wait until I turn 21. I can't wait. Yeah, is it great being 21? Of course. But now I realize why they were saying that. You had so much freedom and just so much quality time when you were so young. Like, you actually had the time to go out and, like, experience things, you know what I mean? Like, because when you get older, like, it's as soon as you hit 18, you're in the real world. Down to get to the nitty gritty. We got to do it. We got to do it.
You know what's funny about this?
You get in there,
Right,
kid.
So he was born after 9/11.
Yeah.
So he's one of those kids that never didn't experience it.
right.
You know, that's crazy. It's not a memory for you. It's, oh God.
That's another.
Justin, I didn't even. Wow.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
That's another thing too.
How old do you feel right now?
Yeah.
That's another thing too. Like, I don't like. I want to do my because music is business, and like, yeah, obviously I want to share my music and stuff. That's not just the only thing I want to do. My mom's always been like the big into like charity and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
So like, I've always felt bad for the kids that couldn't get like the things that they wanted. I'm not a kid that got what he wanted, but I've got what he needed. You know what I mean?
That's all how we grow up.
Once in a while, like if I did really good on something when I was younger, I get a gift. But it wasn't like that, and I'm happy I grew up like that because you appreciate a lot more things in life. Because it's not just given to you; you actually have to earn them with your own hands.
That a boy.
Wow.
And I actually want to like share love with music, but also, you know, cancer charity and people who are homeless and like are actually homeless and need the work and need a home. You know what I mean? And I feel for those people because they're not getting a life that a human should. You know, we all come from the same thing. We just gotta treat each other with, you know, just a little extra love, because if we just treat with everyone just a little extra love and respect, this world would be a little different.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. Couple comments out there. Joe Town says, "Oh Lord, that makes me his great grandmother." And then our boys from Not Robots is saying, "That's why there's pixie dust flying around this dude. He's only 21."
I know, right?
That was
So
a good
true,
one.
so true, for sure.
That was a good one.
But you guys, thank you for paying attention to this podcast today. And if you're out there on Facebook Land, click the share button. Eddie, thank you for all your love and support throughout the last 6 years
Thank
here
you,
around the
Z.
D. If you guys need a reputable moving services, when you're ready to move and relocate, as I say every week, hit up Eddie at 315-335-0516. He'll give you a free estimate. You go to ejamoving.com. He'll
There's
come
also
to
a
your
link in
house.
the comments.
And the cool thing is like Eddie will give you boxes. They pack up your boxes. They put the boxes on the truck. They move them wherever they got to go. I mean, it's such a great service of what these guys do. So.
Apparently, they move sex toys too.
And they move
And
sex toys.
airplanes.
Yeah, and studios and stuffed elephants and
Hot
everything.
tubs.
And, yeah, hot tubs.
Hot
They all go
tubs,
one
sure.
and one in a way.
Right? Yeah, it's all full circle.
Yeah, Eddie, thank you again for all the support, man. And what you
Thank
guys
you,
do
Z.
over at EJA is truly amazing. So.
Right, on 6 years, man. It's been
Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. How long you been doing EJA?
Since 2003.
Wow, it's been that long?
It has.
Wow,
So
shit.
November 18th this year would be 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have a party.
God, so he
Can we
was
have
a
a
year
party?
old when you
Well,
started.
yeah.
He was a year old when you
I
started,
was.
you know?
It's all right. What the heck?
He was a year old.
He was.
Let's have a big party on the 18th.
Charlie was a year old.
Yeah, when he
November
started.
8th. Eddie, my mother's saying you're fantastic,
Yeah.
Eddie. And you are.
Absolutely.
You are
Thanks, Mom.
fantastic,
Thanks.
man. You have been a great friend throughout many years. and
Lots of years.
Maybe one day we'll do a podcast on the summer 2005.
I think we should. In the memory of our friend.
In the memory of Aaron Marr, for sure, man. Remember when he stole the Cadillac? Talk about that all the time.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
man.
stole the Cadillac. He's like, hey, whoever, I can't remember the guy's name.
I'm trying to think of it now.
I can't remember the guy's name, but he's like, yeah, just hey, I'm gonna take the Cadillac down the store and get some cigarettes. All right, he didn't show up till Monday. He was gone the whole weekend.
Roll up to Z's place. He's got the cones out. No problem. Front row parking with the stolen Cadillac. You know?
The stolen Cadillac.
Oh my
It would have been
God.
hard for the cops to find if they just came by. It's out in front of the electric company, you know? Man,
Oh man, that was such a fun summer though.
that was.
Hey Anthony,
that
do you
was.
want me to bust out original quick?
We're out of here, brother. I'm sorry, I gotta
go,
pee.
dude.
I have to pee so
You're all
bad.
right, guys. I just want to ask.
Yeah.
Oh, I do want to say one thing before you end this. Like Justin was saying, yes, listen to people's advice. Because if you don't listen to people's advice and think that you're right at every single freaking thing, you're never gonna fucking succeed in life. I can promise you that you're never gonna succeed.
Exactly.
Always take constructive criticism seriously. Always take advice seriously. Okay, but I want to say this: go chase your dreams, and don't let anyone tell you that you're nobody. Like I said, Justin, he did it. He gave me great advice today. Great
Thanks, brother.
advice. No, you really did. I appreciate that, man.
He's
Absolutely.
a great man,
But-
Charlie. That's why I brought you here.
But
Good people.
this is what I want to do, guys. And really, I want to do music for the rest of my life. And if you guys just can help me out with that, that would really mean the world.
That's right. Support. Go see him.
Go see him, for sure. Go see him.
Heck
Also,
yeah.
support all our sponsors. Support Saranac. Support Ballsy, ballwash.com. Use
Gotta point
promo
down
code
at
members only. Support Utica Coffee. Joey's at 307. And support our good friend over here, Eddie Alsheimer, over at EJA Moving Services. And also, I want to see a lot of support in the crowd on, why do I keep saying September? I don't know why. Saturday, February 18th at the Stanley for Sophistafunk and
Yes.
friends. It's going to be off the charts, man. Go to
wish I could be there.
thestanley.org for ticket information or go down to the box office and buy tickets. Awesome. Charlie, keep up.
Thank you.
Keep it up. Keep up all the good work. Eddie, you keep up all the good work.
Thank you
Go
for
see
having me.
Justin
You too.
and Charlie this weekend. A lot of great music around town.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll see you.
Later.
Have a good
Later.
day. Later.